We have a fresh update on Drew McIntyre's suspension, plus a new WWE champion was crowned last night, and on last night's NXT, we had a shock return. It's all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. You and I talked about Drew McIntyre t'other day, Fraser Porter.
We did indeed. He was a naughty boy on SmackDown, kicking a referee, the former TNA referee Rudy Charles, in fact. He kicked him right in the face. It's not on, and he got suspended for it. He
did indeed,
rightly so.
As he should do. Now, it was reported that the reason that Drew had been suspended was because he was off to go and do pre-production for Highlander 2. We know Dave Bautista's had some swordsmanship training for that movie as of late, so we thought it was to do with that, and it was reported as such. However, PW Insider reported today that for those who asked about rumors that Drew McIntyre was suspended on SmackDown so he could film a movie role, there is nothing to that. PW Insider Elite is told by creative sources that the suspension is just the next part of McIntyre's storyline. There is nothing beyond that. He was throwing some shade to Nick Aldis on Twitter.
He was. Now, every time Aldis gets even slightly physical, we sit here and speculate, could he be starting to get involved again? I think a lot of the internet speculates that perhaps he may get involved. And I think we're getting closer and closer to that point where it does actually happen. With Drew, I think it'd be a great shout. I think they put on a pretty good match, and it kind of makes sense with the storyline that they're currently building. What's weird to me about this is we do know that Highlander 2 is going to be filming soon, and we do know that Drew McIntyre is going to be in it. Now, they've got to wait for Henry Cavill to be healed from his injury that he suffered, which delayed filming on that. But Drew is playing his brother in it. So, like, he will need to take another hiatus at some point to go and film that. So it's just odd that they do two. But I guess if they're building to something here, maybe it'll play. We just have to wait and see, really.
We will wait and see. So it could be a case that Drew starts popping up again on SmackDown as soon as Friday. He's suspended. He could sneak into the building, disguised as an old lady, like Bobby Heenan did on the first episode of Raw. That would be fun.
I think he should do that. I think he should have lots of different characters that he's trying to sneak into the building with. A big 6'6" Drew McIntyre, however tall he is, disguised as an old little lady with a Zimmer frame. That would be very funny.
As one half of a pantomime horse, that'd be fun.
Yeah, it sat on someone's shoulders
that's
with a long trench coat.
It's like, hello, it's me, Bailey, as normal.
It's still Drew's face.
Hey, Bailey.
On a now an 8-foot man. It'd be very entertaining to see. I feel like they could have some fun with it. I feel like we are just going to get, if he's not actually taking time away from the road, I think it will be a case of him sneaking in and getting involved somehow.
Yeah, having some fun with that.
Maybe we'll see him back this Friday. Maybe it'll be a few weeks' time. But either way, we know he's going to be back soon, probably.
Very, very soon. Last night on NXT, a brand new champion was crowned.
Yes, this one actually is a surprise. I think a big surprise, because El Grande Americano lost his Speed Championship. The prestigious Speed Championship. He lost it. I can't. It's devastating. The internet will never recover, because El Grande Americano is fantastic, but so is Jasper Troy, who beat him for that championship in they've got 3 minutes for the match. They had 20 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, so he beat him in under 3 minutes for the title. El Grande Americano squashed.
He was squashed. He's done. There's no recovery for this, really. El Grande Americano can't come back from this.
Very creative finish though, where you had El Grande going to put the metal plate in, but fumbling it. Consequently, he got pulled into a black hole slam, and Jasper Troy is the new Speed Champion. The most heavyweight Speed Champion now, essentially.
Yeah.
It's been sort of the realm with obviously Andrade, not so much a cruiserweight per se, but certainly been in the realms of smaller wrestlers.
Speedier boys.
So Jasper Troy is certainly the heviest Speed Champion there's ever been. This could usher in a new era.
It's not about weight limits. It's about no limits.
That's the wrong belt.
Oh, is that the wrong belt? I feel like that's the way they're going with it. But yeah, Jasper Troy, the new Speed champion, ending El Grande Americano's reign at 190 days. However, it's not always been the same one, has it?
Or has
it?
No.
Has it?
It's a headache for CageMatch.net, absolutely, because El Grande Americano's Speed title reign began under the guise of someone that looked like Chad Gable, and it ends under the guise of someone who looks like Ludwig Kaiser. But it's classed as El Grande Americano's title reign.
Do they both get a reign. Like when their careers are said and done on the Hall of Fame for either of them, does it acknowledge that they both had a separate reign, or is it a shared reign like Laycool with the Divas title when they split it in half?
Oh, they each get half a reign.
They get half a reign because they did have half a reign.
Yeah, so they both get half.
Gable never lost it. Kaiser never won it.
Oh, so together they make one Grande America.
Yeah.
Last night, a title match was also added to NXT Gold Rush. We had Javon Evans squaring up to Dark State. We didn't think Leon Slater was there last night. He was there on the video wall, and Dark State went, "Oh, this is it, lads. We'll get him." Yeah. But it was all a ruse. That wasn't. He wasn't really a million miles away. He was in the arena with Leon Slater.
So fun and creative.
So fun, so creative, and 4-on-2. Dark State get battered.
They did get battered. But it's because of the element of surprise.
I love that.
They had been expecting one person. They didn't foresee Leon Slater being there, so they couldn't have prepared. So they were just in a state of bewilderment at Leon Slater's presence.
What a quartet of numpties they really
they are. Yeah. A lot of fun this segment, especially with the fact that I mean, I don't want to be like, look, guys, I'm very, very smart, but I kind of twigged when Leon was reacting in real time and there was no delay on the screen. I mean, I'm just an elite thinker, so I understand how some people might not have seen that coming, and especially not Dark State. This title match next week, I feel like we're getting new tag champs, and it feels so right.
It feels like a nice time to do it. We had a report last week that said that WWE are very high on Leon Slater. We know how much WWE think of Javon Evans. He's at Madison Square Garden next week fighting in the John Cena retirement tournament. That shows you how much they think of him at the moment. So why not put the belts on him and Leon? That is on week 1 of NXT Gold Rush that'll emanate from the theater at Madison Square Garden. They're basically taping 2 shows. In one night. So week 1 we'll have the tag title match between Dark State, Javon Evans, and Leon Slater. We'll have the AAA mixed tag titles, Ethan Page and Chelsea Green versus Joe Hendry and Thea Hale. NXT North American title, Blake Monroe versus Sol Ruka. Blake Monroe did a promo on NXT last night where she was joined by her other half, i.e. herself,
but more vicious.
Yeah. Bit like that thing that Dull Hudson did that time.
Forgot about that. Yeah, that's where they drew inspiration from.
Yes, Delightful Hudson.
If Delightful Hudson had never done that, they wouldn't have had this segment on NXT last night.
Inspiration, that's it.
Yeah.
And the NXT Women's title on the line as well. Tatum Paxley taking on JCJ, and it was a match that was coaxed out of Tatum Paxley last night. And then week 2, what's happening week 2?
So week 2, we have the Women's Speed Championship Tournament Finals. Fallon Henley versus Zarya. The Evolve Men's Championship is on the line with Jackson Drake versus Sean Legacy. We've got the Evolve Women's Championship on the line from Kendall Gray defending against Lainey Reed. And the TNA Knockout World Championship with Kalani Jordan versus Jordan Grace versus Lei Ying Lee. Lots of title matches. Personally, I think week 1's a little bit stronger.
I think maybe because week 2, there might be some elements that happen on week 1 that they bleed over into week 2.
Yes, I think so.
So there's a little bit, and obviously we haven't got anything set for the NXT title yet, which might be something that takes center stage at week 2, potentially. Let's speak on that actually, because the main event of last night's NXT was the last man standing match between Trick Williams and Ricky Saints. Phenomenal finish to the match.
A really, really great match actually throughout. Just watched it earlier, and having Ricky win obviously is the right move. It feels like Trick this is his last match. I hope this is his last match in NXT so that he can get called up to the main roster. Thinking about it now, he may be a decent shout to put in the tournament for John Cena's last match.
Very possible.
Maybe. But yeah, great match between the two. But the big talking point coming out of it is the ending and having Ricky go into the ring to celebrate this hard-fought victory, and then the lights go down and Ricky's music bleeds into Oba Femi's, and Oba's back, and we've not seen him since Ricky Saints won that title, so it's been a while.
And we don't see him because NXT cuts off just a little too early for us to actually see. I got the feeling that maybe the timing was slightly off last night because they kind of rushed to the end bit, and then all of a sudden like Oba's music hits and they go off air. We're just seeing the silhouette of Oba, which I thought was still really class.
I think that was intentional.
Do you reckon?
Having watched it on YouTube and seen that clip, I feel it was intentional so that you've got this figure in the distance getting closer to to Ricky, and like it's just there. It's on the cusp. Next week, that's when he actually arrives. But I thought the visual was pretty solid there. What a fun way to do it. Oba, I think, needs to just win this and just get the title back.
I kind of hoped, and Ross and I said this yesterday, I thought there's these empty spots in the John Cena Last Time Is Now tournament. I thought Oba might have been one of them.
He would have been
what a hell of a way to bring him up to the main roster.
I feel like he'd need to win the whole thing, though.
Yes.
And I think if he was in it, I would want him to. Right now, though, I think it's a bit of a risk to bring him up because he likely wouldn't win that tournament. I feel like Gunther is still the favorite to win that thing. So yeah, having him still back in NXT, he's still ridiculously young.
Yeah.
He's young. He's like the same age as me.
What?
Maybe younger. I think he's younger. I think he's younger than me. That's horrible.
Oh, it's terrifying.
It's horrible. I'm bigger than him, of course.
You are bigger than him.
If you're older, you're naturally bigger than people. So that's how it works.
Oba Femi's coming for you.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, NXT last night, it was a pretty great show.
It was a fun old time, as it was. And for the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you, bye.